Morning gardeners, it's February the 15th and I hope you all had a lovely Valentine's Day yesterday, if you bother with it at all. Lots of people don't. I thought we'll have a quick wander around the garden. Obviously there's not very much. There are snowdrops and viola, there are hellebores. Now I'm going to walk down the garden without breaking my neck here. We had a bit of snow around this morning, not very much, nothing to write home about. Just show you down there, tulips are starting to pop through here. Snowdrops everywhere, and those are little tiny, all along the side there, mini daffodils. That will be so pretty once they open. Looking down the garden, obviously all my green stalks, let me just wander carefully without breaking my neck, because this is on multi-levels, I've got to be careful. Oh, let me just get across here. As I say, there's not very much in the green stalks, and nor will there be for another couple of weeks. And then I'm going to plant some of the long white radish. I've got some growing in pots and they're taking over. That was a mistake to put them in pots. I didn't know how long those things grow. But I'm going to have a little challenge. Jim and George are going to get a white radish each. And I thought, what we'll do is we'll see who can grow the biggest white radish by April 1st. That's April Fool's Day. Down there, I've got a cutting of the white and line star broccoli for my friend Jim. There's another one across, actually I'll just turn around. There's another one across there that's been a little bit eaten. Nothing to worry about. That over there, that looks like thick grass, is garlic. That was left from a couple of years back and it keeps popping up. And it's so deep I can't dig it out. Well, I could dig it out, but I haven't bothered. I just take the green bits off the top. That there is daffodils. Oh, should I say are daffodils? My grammar is terrible these days. I used to teach English to foreigners, English as a foreign language, many years ago, and my grammar was perfect. Not anymore. If you don't use it, folks, you lose it. There we go, and that's the garden from the other end. I've been upstairs in the craft room, sharpening all my chisels. It's so nice to have a space just to leave everything. Over there, where you can see the chairs, I used to have a huge big craft workshop there, but gradually over time it rotted away, and I thought I'd use the little one as a craft room down there, but frankly it's become a store cupboard of everything. Everything is just shoved in there. Let's go that way. That lovely glass rainbow in the window there, I made many years ago. I simply cut strips of glass, coloured glass obviously, and glued them to a sheet of window glass. I just glued them to a sheet of window glass and then I ran some solder up them. And it just looks so pretty. It used to be in the little porch, but of course now I have all the plants on the windowsill. Ooh, let me just show you this while I think. Look at that hellebore. Isn't that the most beautiful thing? Isn't that gorgeous? There's a wine-coloured hellebore over there, but I can't get in it because of the tubs of last year's beetroot. And that one was a lovely white one. It seems to have gone a bit creamy, but it was beautiful earlier in the year. Across the back there, they are hostas. I have all manner of hostas, but that particular one has been pushing up through all the snow and the ice and the frost, and it hasn't ailed a thing. They're beautiful plants, and you can eat them actually. If you look very closely under the hedge, there are the very first signs of the lupins pushing through. And the other day, Tony and I moved the cold frame back into position because give it a few more weeks and I will be putting some things out in the cold frame. As I said before, this garden is very sheltered. It doesn't get freezing cold. Oh, having said that, I'm quite tough. I don't feel the cold. I've been sitting upstairs in the bedroom, it's 16.5 degrees and I've been cooking. Now, that to me is too warm. Obviously, I've got to keep the house warm because the house needs to be kept warm, but I don't need to be kept warm. So it's all coming nicely, isn't it? I've got 2 trays there. They're quite big. If you look at the size, I think these flagstones are maybe 18-20 inches, just to give you an idea of the size of those 2 trays there. And they are perfect for lettuce. I grow beautiful lettuce in them, and I'll give it a couple more weeks. I'll sow some lettuce seeds and I'll put a sheet of perspex over the top just to keep them warm for a little while. And that, my friends, is my little garden update on the 15th of Feb. As I said, there's not a great deal going on out there. It's obviously far too early to be planting anything. But there's greenery, there's food, and we are perfectly content with it all. That water, but we're having to drain it off through the winter because, as I've said before, you don't think about that when it's full. But what we discovered was the planting tray on the top was floating. It was absolutely full of water and the plants were floating. So we're having to drain it off because we've had so much rain, haven't we? Obviously, that pipe won't be there in the summer months. I'll be glad of it. But through the winter months, oh God, no. No. So anyway, as I say, folks, that is the garden, 15th of Feb. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day.